You sink into a narrow economy seat. The cabin light is low, but not low enough. The air smells faintly of coffee and recycled plastic, and your knees are pinched against the seat in front of you. The engines thrum, the overhead bin clangs shut, and you realize you have 8, 10, maybe 12 hours before you can stand upright again. That feeling, heavy legs, fuzzy head, and an almost panicked thought that you'll arrive more wrecked than refreshed, is what I want to stop for you. Start at home.
If your flight happens to be canceled or delayed, Compensair will help you get compensation for the inconvenience and get your money back without wasting time on red tape. Get a refund for your canceled flight right.
Pick your flight time and seat with intent. An aisle seat gives you freedom to stand and stretch without asking a neighbor. A seat near the wing is steadier for sleep. A bulkhead gives legroom, but often no underseat storage. Check seat maps on the airline and on independent sites that show true recline and outlets. Pack a small Survive kit in your carry-on, a filled reusable water bottle, electrolytes or effervescent tablets, compression socks, an eye mask, high-quality earplugs or small noise-canceling buds, a lightweight layer, puffer or sweater, and a pillow that actually supports your neck.
Put essential medication and a spare change of clothes in that bag. If your checked bag is delayed, you'll be able to freshen up. At the airport, confirm 3 things: gate changes, some airlines move gates late, whether there's a dedicated water filler or lounge where you can rehydrate before boarding, and the check-in/boarding window for your fare class. Basic fares often board last. Bring your trusty refillable bottle and fill it at the gate after security. Sealed bottles sold in terminals are expensive, and sitting on a plane with dry cabin air dehydrates you fast. Turn screens to airplane mode only when instructed, and if your seat has a USB or AC outlet, test it at boarding so you don't end up with a dead device mid-flight. Why these tiny actions matter. Aircraft cabins are low-humidity, pressurized environments where your body loses moisture and requires more circulation than at home. Think of the plane like a small office with no thermostat and limited legroom. You can't change the room, but you can change how you sit and what you bring. Hydration keeps your blood flowing and your brain clear. Moving every hour prevents pooling in your legs. Sleep strategy lets your circadian rhythm reset. The rules airlines use, assigned seating fees, baggage rules, boarding groups, are revenue levers, not safety rules. That matters because the things you're worried about, fees, misleading claims, falling asleep and missing a connection, usually come from commercial choices, not safety requirements. Concrete costs and risks to keep in mind. Noise-canceling earbuds run about $40, $350 depending on quality. A decent travel pillow and eye mask together cost $20, $60. Compression socks are $10, $40, and are one of the cheapest high-impact items. A checked bag in the U.S. typically costs $25, $60 one way. Many international carriers charge more. If you arrive at the airport 30 minutes before an international departure, your risk of missing the flight is very high, often near certain because check-in and security queues can take longer. Aim for 90-120 minutes for international and 60-90 minutes for domestic as a safer window. Missed flights can cost you rebooking fees or full fare differences of $150, $600 or more, depending on the carrier and route. Baggage mishandling rates vary, but expect a 0.5–2% chance of delayed luggage on long-haul itineraries. Losing a bag can cost $500, $1,500 to replace essentials in your destination. Cheapest, safest, most practical solutions. Travel carry-on only if you can. It saves both time and the $25, $60 checked bag fee and eliminates one major delay risk. Use compression socks during the flight and for the first 24 hours after a very long flight if you're older or have circulation issues. They reduce leg swelling and deep vein thrombosis risk. Hydrate aggressively before boarding and then sip water every 30-45 minutes. Add an electrolyte tablet for stretches longer than 8 hours. Time your sleep. If your destination is 3 time zones ahead, try to get 2 to 4 hours of sleep at the new local nighttime. Short naps of 20-45 minutes during other times will keep you functional without ruining the main sleep window. Walk and stretch every 45-60 minutes. A quick trip to the lavatory or a set of calf raises and seated twists does wonders. For comfort upgrades, don't overspend on the first shiny upsell you see. Day passes to lounges typically range from $25 to $75 and can be a very efficient buy if you have a long layover and need a quiet place to rest and refill a bottle. Seat selection fees vary widely. $10, $60 for domestic seats, $30, $200 plus for premium economy or exit rows on international flights. If you value uninterrupted sleep, a premium seat is worth it. If you can be strategic with an aisle seat and good earplugs, you can save hundreds. Many useful links can be found in the description. One common misleading claim to watch for: some booking sites show a tempting low fare, but don't include baggage or even seat selection until you click through. The final price is often 20.50% higher. Airlines will sometimes advertise free carry-on, but a basic economy fare can restrict overhead bin access. You end up paying at the gate to gate check your bag or buy a new cabin ticket. How to refuse it? Always expand the fare rules before you pay, screenshot the fare breakdown, and opt to book directly on the airline's site if the third party hides fees. When a gate agent tries to upsell a priority boarding or seat assignment you don't want, say, "No thank you," firmly, and move on. Agents are trained to offer it as a last chance. Prepay baggage online the day before. Airlines usually charge less online than at the airport. A practical in-flight routine I use and recommend: board with a comfortable base layer and socks. Set up your neck support and eye mask before pushback. Put earbuds or earplugs in before the cabin noise starts, and fill your water bottle right after the meal service begins so you can sip between cups of coffee or alcohol. Avoid heavy meals and excess alcohol before you want to sleep. Both fragment sleep and increase dehydration. Use short-timed naps and one longer sleep block aligned to your destination night. If you use melatonin, a low dose, 0.53 milligrams, at bedtime for the destination can help reset your clock, but test it at home first so you know how you react. If you do miss a connection or your bag is delayed, stay calm, get documentation. For a missed connection caused by a delay on the airline's part, file for rebooking immediately at the airline counter or via the carrier's app. Agents will often rebook you on the next flight for free or offer a voucher. For delayed luggage, file an irregularity report in the airport. Keep receipts and photograph damaged items for claims. I've seen people accept the first inconvenient option. Hold firm. You're usually entitled to a reasonable solution, not the cheapest one the agent suggests. The single cheapest, highest impact buys for long haul: compression socks, a refillable bottle and electrolytes, decent earplugs, and pre-planning your sleep window. They cost under $100 total, but cut fatigue far more than an extra checked bag or last-minute seat upgrade. If you found these tips useful, hit like and subscribe. That helps me make more practical travel guides and keeps the channel running. If you want a checklist you can print, plus Amazon links to the exact items I recommend, and a simple seat selection cheat sheet, check the description where I've linked them. Now, pack smart, hydrate, move, and pick a seat that lets you stand. You'll arrive a lot closer to yourself than you think. If you liked this, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up so I can keep making straightforward, calm advice for nervous or first-time flyers.